Yeah, so I'll be completely honest. I don't even know the dude's name, but Ulalek Fuse Atrocity. I just really like the Eldrazi. At one point, just long story short, I'm all about ramp. You just try to get the mana is your resource, land is a resource. The tokens generate more, resource, more mana. It's all colorless. It's an interesting concept. It's kind of like a sixth color in a way. But once again, makes a fuck ton of tokens, and then makes it easier to get the bigger guys out. So I started around Kamigawa era, and I picked up like a Ravnica deck. I picked up like a Lorwyn deck, and I played with the cards that I had. Went to some comic shops to pick up some commons and uncommons, shit like that, just like a fucking bulk box or whatever. Giving away cards, bought boosters, etc. Blah blah blah. Anyway, did I mention it's essentially Eldrazi tribal? I mean, that's essentially what it is. So I got into contact with like some like old high school friends, and like they were. I talked about Magic, and I was like, remember when I gave you some Magic cards for your birthday? And he's like, no, I don't fucking remember. And he's like, you want to go and steal some from Walmart? So we stole some from fucking Walmart, and it was around the rise of the Eldrazi time. The Eldrazi are dope as fuck, and that moment, I don't know, man. It's I guess some camaraderie. It was wrong. We shouldn't have fucking did that. But anyway, so Eldrazi are really big. I really like the original ones. I don't really give a shit about like the I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of like the opposite of what slivers are. Like most of the sliver. I mean, like I think every sliver pretty much works. Not every, but most of them all work together. Whereas some of these Eldrazi, I guess they do work together, but like they're still very different. With the Devoid and all that shit. These two decks are the two Eldrazi commander decks put together. I'm pretty sure I sold or got rid of like most of the cards, from my Eldrazi deck, as well as like a bunch of old 60 card, legacy decks or whatever the fuck they were, just fucking, kitchen decks. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure most of the land is colorless or has the option of doing colorless. A bunch of mono rocks, like I said. I pretty much build all my decks pretty much the same way. It's just like ramp it the hell up and then fucking, make sure that just in case like a wrath happens, like you can, pick yourself back up. It's probably going to happen a couple of times. You might even have to do it, yourself or myself, whatever the fuck. So, I mean, there's some classic stuff in there. I pulled like, I think the newer Kozilek, and I think I might even have the old Kozilek. I don't even fucking remember. I wish I had more of the Eldrazi, but one of them's banned. I can't remember which fucking one's banned. That one I did have in the deck, but I took it out of the deck because it's fucking banned. But when I did playtest it one time and like against like 3 other like decks, it won because it was the fucking extra turn. So. Apologies for my voice. I overused it today. Now, I completely understand why a lot of people hate the fucking Eldrazi. Especially the early ones because the Annihilator. But the thing is, though, Annihilator is my fucking favorite part about the Eldrazi. It's like, it's definitely some like Timmy cards for sure. Whatever the fucking stupid fucking nicknames are. But I guess I'm a fucking Timmy today, baby. So just like it fucking annihilates before even dealing damage or blocking. It just fucks shit up, and it's like any permanent. It's not. It's like, in my opinion, kind of a similar salt taste to fucking milling, and I fucking love mill too. Like, I guess I could talk about the specific cards, but like, if once when you make one tribal deck, you've made all of them. I like making tribal decks. I have like a werewolf deck, an elf deck, plenty of other fucking tribal. I promise. But at the same time, it's all... I know maybe I should fucking focus on for someone who's never fucking... But dude, just look at the cards. I'm going to put the fucking Arca deck down. You could play test it. There are other people that are way more serious about this shit. I'm just... just in case something happens to my cards, man. It's just... I love fucking Magic, but, it's expensive as fuck. I haven't even touched any of the Edge of Eternities and any of the other ones, like in the last 3 sets or 4 sets that have come out now. You just can't afford it, man. It's a bummer. I mean, obviously I gotta, buy singles and shit, but like, I can't even buy fucking singles. Can't even buy proxies, man. I mean, does a deck need to be complicated as fuck to like explain when it's just like, I mean, sometimes it's just, once again, it's simply mana makes spells. These spells will then make tokens. These tokens you can sacrifice for more mana to cast more spells. Really big spells. I mean, frankly, if you really need some help on making decks, I wouldn't even look at the decks that are even built necessarily that other people have or any of the websites. You just kind of, once again, especially for tribal, you just fucking go through the search engine, maybe on Gather. I mean, you just need to look at every fucking Eldrazi, for example, or if there's an elf. I mean, yeah, I know you got to look at every single one. It's fucking crazy, but are you fucking, you just pick out your favorite looking ones, and that's like, why does it? If you really want to fucking win all the time, man, then I guess you can just keep fucking copying from everybody else. But just like, there's a lot of fun in just like using the cards that you have, and then like, I mean, it doesn't hurt to use the websites. I'm not saying don't fucking use them. Like, definitely use them if you fucking need help. Like, I've definitely used them. But at the same time, though, it's like the game like pretty much relies on fucking making a fuck ton of mana. Like, or getting your spells out as fast as possible. There's countering for sure, but like, it's just whoever can get their spells out the fastest. And then obviously, there's some other little minor stuff like how big are your creatures, how expensive that, your spells are. But, when I make an elf deck, I literally look at every single, if it's only one color, then I'm only going to look at one color. For the Eldrazi, there's not that many fucking Eldrazi. Fucking same with wolves or fucking, there's plenty. Slivers, that's like, Slivers a little hard because there's just so many of them. It just once again comes down to like just choosing what like I would recommend flying. Because the thing is with Eldrazi, I'm pretty sure flyers would get right the fuck over them. They can't stop flyers. I don't think do any of them have reach? I don't fucking know. I just know they're big ass motherfuckers. And they got, a lot of them have Annihilator, and some of them have like other shady, distorted shit. Fuck, man. I never know what the fucking card does until I fucking draw it. I'm just so confident in my past self who did all the fucking research that they know what he did and, can read cards right. Well, I just remember like 60 card like decks where like you couldn't even afford mono rocks because it would take too much time and it would just like get in the way of shit. At least for me, now you got fucking like mono rocks up the fucking ass. It's definitely a fucking social political game by the end of the day. And typically, if you're the fastest one, you're probably going to be the targeted the most or the first. You might even get targeted the most just because like you had the gall or whatever to fucking, do that, to be that lucky, I guess. When I see someone drop a fucking Sol Ring on turn 1, I don't give a fuck. Ulalek, fused atrocity.